before I start this next video, the second part to how to play Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I wanted to give a shout out to my buddy Mark Gray for letting me use his recording equipment. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Alright guys, so here I am with the second part of this video, and I have three new characters to show. I have Dante at the point, Frank in the middle, and Magneto in the back. Just random characters to show off different things that I want to showcase in this video. And I'm going to quickly go over the things that I did last video. Alright, so last video what I did is I said, alright, we have our 3 sets of attacks, which I didn't even put on. We have our 3 sets of attacks. We got our low, we got our medium, we got our heavy, and we have our launcher. So those buttons, you can chain them together from lowest to highest. Sometimes medium HS, sometimes low S, sometimes, so it goes from clockwise on your controller or fight stick to do those commands. To combo, to launch, to begin a combo. So something basic would be like this. So something like that would be basic for Dante. It's a little different because he has a double jump. So now I'm going to get into all sorts of different kinds of movement for different characters and different things you can do. So we know about dashing, we know our forward dash, double tap backwards. But another way that you can move into your opponent or move away is by doing something called a square dash. There's 2 different types of air dashes, and this is a square dash, which is forwards or backwards. So Dante, and he has a double jump, so he can go up too. So he can go up there, so he can be like, hey, no, I'm going here. So you can kind of jump back and jump back further, or jump back and then forward and then back, then go forwards. So you can fool around with your jump and alter your trajectory in the air. What this does is it's called square jump pressure. So you can do different stuff like this. You can fake out an attack in the air and then go low, like that, and you can do all sorts of different tricks by approaching with a square dash. Another thing that you have is an 8-way air dash. This is characters like Magneto and Storm, and I can't think of anyone else right now. Magneto and Storm, they both have an 8-way air dash for starters, and they also have what is called the flight mode. Flight mode allows you to hover in the air for a set amount of time. I forgot the exact frames or the time, and you can do all sorts of aerial attacks and different things in the air as well. To do flight, 90% of the time it's quarter circle back, so down to back and launcher. And once you do a launcher, you automatically fall, and you can air dash within that flight as well. If I could do it. There we go. I just did it. And you can do flight and dash and do all kind of crazy cool stuff in there as well. Okay, so that's another way that you can move. So it's an 8-way. This is an 8-way, so it can go down, down right, down left, left, right, up left, and up right. So I can do that as well. Another thing is that you can also perform multiple attacks in the air. So I can do like medium S or medium S, and then continue a combo from the ground. Just such as that. Just something basic with Magneto. Simple, simple, simple. Keeping it very simple. So that's another thing as well. Now in the other video I also went over special moves and all that kinds of stuff. There's also certain special moves that you can do in the air. I can do a disruptor in the air, and I can do all sorts of different stuff, and Dante has some moves that he can do in the air. In the command list it'll say in air applicable or in air only, I believe. So that's another thing to do too. Now another thing that you can do is you can call a team super. What that is different from the super that you would do before. Quarter circle forward, quarter circle back, and all those different motions. It's usually in a quarter circle forwards or backwards, or a shoryuken motion, which is forward, down, forward, and a motion. And it would be 2 buttons. So Dante's level 3 super that uses 3 bars is forward, down, forward. And that has some invincibility, and you can use it to go through attacks and certain stuff. It's really, really strong. So that's something that I'll get into later as well. But anyway, the team super allows multiple characters to come out at the screen on the screen at the exact same time and perform a move. So you can do a bunch of cool stuff with that. So now I have 2 bars. So now I want to call Dante. Now Frank has a special. Frank wants to use Team Super with certain characters. I think Amaterasu and Dante, because it helps him level up with his camera, which I'll get into when I do the Frank tutorial. So anyway, this is how the Team Super would look. You hit the 2 assist buttons at the exact same time, and both characters, or all three characters, depending on how many characters and how many bars you have, are going to come on the screen and do their combo. So I have 2 bars, and Dante is my second character. So it's just going to be Frank and Dante. So I'm going to hit the 2 assist buttons. Here they come. Messed that up, but anyway. So that was that. Now if I have 3 bars or more, all 3 characters are going to come out. See, now I have 5, technically, so 3 characters will come out on the screen. There's Magneto and there's Frank. And that actually worked pretty decently. So there's that as well. Another thing that is in this game is throws. Throws are very interesting, and a basic throw can be done by going towards your opponent and hitting H. You can hit back in H, will throw them to the other side, or forward, and they will throw them forwards. Throws are most useful in the corner. Most of the casts can connect off of a throw in the corner. And there's also air throws. So if the opponent is in the air, you can combo off an air throw. You can throw them like that. And then some characters you can combo, and some characters you cannot combo. You can combo off of Dante, but I don't play him. I don't know the necessary spacing or what I had to do specifically. I forgot to get his combo. I think I have to use that move right there, the twister thing, to get the combo. And then an X Factor or something like that. Which brings me to my next thing. Alright, X Factor. See the blaring, shiny super X in the middle of the screen? That's called your X Factor. Once per match, you can activate and press all 4 face buttons at the same time to activate X Factor. If you have 3 characters, it's active for the least amount of time. For 2, it's the mid, and 1, you get a really good amount of time with it. You can only use it once per match, so you want to use it wisely and you want to use it effectively. There's a bunch of different ways you can use it, and there's basically 2 real ways that you should use it. Even though there are a billion. If your team has taken a lot of damage, let's see what we got here. Hold on 1 second, I'm sorry. Okay, see where Dante's health is red? Right there, that represents... Oh my god. Oh. I'm gonna have him beat me up here. Alrighty, see that giant bit of red health where Dante was? Oh my god. I'm sorry. Thank you. There we go. See the red health that's near Dante? That health represents the health that can be restored. So as Dante is away, and he's not in the battle, he's going to regenerate that health. Now I'll do it with Frank. Look at Frank's health now. Don't look at Dante's, look at Frank's. So Frank's health is slowly regenerating to red. The red represents the amount of health that it will... Wow, that's a pretty cool combo for the computer. Will represent the amount of health that I can move or replace while I'm tagged. If you activate X Factor while you do that, you regenerate health faster. So that's one of the perks that you get from X Factor. Another thing that you get from X Factor is an increased damage and speed. Increased damage and speed, and you recover health. So that's basically your character becomes a Superman, which is really, 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 really good for anything. Why is the opponent attacking? There we go. So not only does it do that, but it also allows you to cancel guard stun. So when you are hitting someone, let's see, when the computer does something to me, I go into a little bubble. Oh wow, they're smart, they're throwing me. And I can cancel the guard stun that I'm in. So if I'm taking an attack and I'm blocking, I can cancel my block animation to punish and to create a combo opportunity. So that's another way that you can use X Factor, which is probably the most recommended time to use it. You can also use it to decrease chip damage. So if someone is doing a super and it's killing you and Ryu is doing a beam and you're almost dead, you can activate X Factor and you won't take any more chip damage. So you can also do it to increase your combos and combo off of things that you weren't able to combo off of before. So you gain a whole new set of abilities with it, and it's very, very powerful because characters that really have low damage output get great damage output. Characters that are fast get faster, and it basically makes the game much more scarier than it already is. So that is X Factor, and that will continue. That will end my second video here. Thanks, guys.